Hello guys and dolls, welcome back to Honey Badger 3D Print and Paint. Today we are taking a look at our first major project that we've done with the ApexMaker, Dr. Doom from Wicked. Before we get started, roll those credits and a quick word from our sponsors. PCBWay are proud sponsors of the channel. They offer industry-leading 3D printing services covering all types of materials and processes. They also offer industry-leading online CNC machine services from milling, machining, and turning in all the materials you could possibly need. They also offer a fully online prototyping PCB service. Everything from assembly through to design, you can do it all online with an easy system to use for quality. So for all of your needs, check out PCBWay in the link in the video description. So, we've done a review on the ApexMaker. We did some little bits and pieces with it, but this was the first major model that we wanted to do, which is super detailed, but because of the way the model is, the surface quality had to be absolutely bang on. So what we needed, so everything on this model is done on the ApexMaker except for the rock and the base. Both of those are done in FDM. Everything else, the cape included, all the torso, the front shield thing, that's all done on the ApexMaker. We used Photocentric's new hobby grade resin because again, we needed that fine finish and that thing is absolutely brilliant at it. Because the ApexMaker is ginormous, we were able to fit so much of this on the build plate all at once. This was 3 build plates worth of prints. We did this 150% the original size of the STL, and that makes it 600 millimeters by 500 millimeters by about 300 millimeters. It's a nice big model, but it's a much more manageable size. You'll have seen we've had a model come out recently, which was the Daredevil and Kingpin model. We did that absolutely massive. We're not doing things that big anymore. There's a logistical issue to it, a mechanical issue to it. It's a real problem. So we are now doing models this size, and my God, he came out exactly how I wanted him to. So let's take a quick 360 around the model, and then we'll go from there. So, first and foremost, the chrome. So, the chrome effect on this is it's a matte, it's a regular black primer. It is in a clear gloss coat. Wait for those to dry, and then I've brushed on and buffed off a graphite powder. Because of how fine the detail was on the ApexMaker, it has made this an absolutely beautiful finish. So super reflective, nice and shiny, but still a depth to it. So not a shiny chrome, but more of a black chrome. And that is an effect on that armor that I really love, and I think it makes the model. Everything else came out really nicely. I did my best to fill the cape as best I could. I've used on the rock, I have used Plasticoat's Stone Effect spray paint, which is just texture in a can. Like, it's absolutely brilliant to use. Gives you a nice, you just have to go over with a wash, do some shading, do some low lighting. Really simple, nice effective stone effect. And then I've just finished it off with some moss effects and a bit of Agrax Earth shade over the top just to give it a bit of texture. I wasn't really sure what we were looking at with the green stuff. I wasn't sure if it was meant to be rocks or if it was meant to be like crystals. So I went with crystals just to contrast the sort of rocky base that he's standing on. And then I've also done the graphite finish on the badge as well. I did not use, on the badge, I didn't use a coat of gloss varnish. That's just the a regular black primer and then the graphite on top. What I've noticed is that it doesn't give you that high chrome finish, but it does give you a really effective sort of dull steel effect, and I really liked that. So I was like, bang, perfect. Something I think that would be perfect for is like a Judge Dredd badge or something like that. So we may end up doing that at some point, like a Judge Dredd cosplay or something. I think it would do a really good on that, like a worn steel effect, because you don't want that sort of plasticky chrome look. You want it to look like worn metal. And doing guns or swords in this, brilliant. So I cut a makeup sponge in half. I used one half to put the graphite powder on, and then I just buffed into it with the second half of the makeup sponge. Nice and easy, really quick, super effective. If you try and put a gloss over the top of this, it dulls immediately. So you can't use another top coat. That doesn't work. You just primer, clear coat, graphite powder, and just letting everything dry in between. Everything else, super simple paint job after that. He's all green. We've obviously got some nice leather effect on the belt, as well as the sort of cordage around his sides. Rub and buff gold for the gold. Used a gilding wax for that. And then again, I went for green crystals for the base. I just thought that would be nice. Wicked, as we have said so many times, Wicked are doing some of the best models out there at the moment. I highly recommend going and checking out their Patreons. They really are. They are doing absolute top-notch work. They've got their sister one, Berserk, who do more DC side, but obviously Dr. Doom is Marvel, so that's covered by Wicked. Really, really good models. This, as I said, 150% their original size, and I think it just gives it a little bit more oomph to it. This is the size that I'm going to aim for models moving forwards. This is the kind of height and width that I want. They fit on shelves nicely, but they've still got a nice lot of impact. So yeah, love the model, love how it came out. Couldn't have done a model like this without something like the ApexMaker. 3 plates, and I was done in 2 days. Which is insane to think that it was printing that quickly. It was, so with the photocentric resin on the Apex, it was 3.5 seconds a layer cure time. So a little bit longer. A speed resin would be about sort of 0.8 to 0.9 seconds a layer. So it was a bit longer to print, but the quality that this turned out in that photocentric resin, absolutely bang on. There is an affiliate code in the video description, so if you want to support the channel and check out some of their resin, go and put in the code HoneyBadger5. That'll get you a 5% discount, and we get a little affiliate bonus as well. So it's a nice way to support the channel and get yourself some really good resin in the meantime. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching, guys and dolls. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next video.